we work hard to be able to create an environment that can attract leaders like you, because your heart is all about your team. Your heart is all about what is the best opportunity that gives my team the best shot at success. And we're in this space, but we do things a little bit differently than most companies, and different isn't always bad. I mean, if just a little background on the company, Vima is going into its 10th year. In November we'll be 10 years old, and Vima, the Vima formula, that's the namesake of the company, the flagship product, is the most powerful liquid antioxidant product on the planet. You take 2 ounces a day. It's clinically studied. It's one of those products that we want to be able to embrace the medical and health community, and the way you do that is to invest in clinical studies. And we've invested almost $1 million into clinical studies into our 3 brands, and we're really proud of the results that they get for people. Our business opportunity gets results for people, but there's a lot of ways to make money in this planet. But when you hear a story about a mother being helped, or a grandparent being helped, or a child being helped with a health challenge, you really can't put a price on that, and that's the driving force. Vima is at its core a wellness company, and if you're like most people in this industry and you're looking for a home and to build it one last time for the right reasons, and not have to worry about the rug being pulled out from underneath you, you really need to look back in time to sort of identify the trends that are going to be going forward. And if you look back 80 years, you find a company called Nutrilite that Amway purchased, and here today, 80 years later, Nutrilite is the #1 selling supplement on the planet. And so it tells you that supplements aren't going anywhere. They're not a fad. They're not a trend. They're here to stay, because people aren't getting healthier. They're not eating better. It's like the best health insurance policy you can take is to supplement every day. And so my big goal for Vima is to become the Apple computers of the wellness space. And what I mean by that is, if you think about Apple, they didn't invent the cell phone. The iPhone 6 just came out. They didn't invent the tablet. They didn't even invent the computer. They just brought their innovation to that space, and they build products that people fall in love with. They just do such an amazing job. And that is my goal with the wellness space, is we want to be able to build products that make getting your family's nutrition one less thing to think about. And we've got 3 brands. We got the Vima brand, which is our flagship product, and we also have Vima Renew, which is basically the 2 ounces of Vima in a can, and it may be our best tasting product. We add to that 20 milligrams of plant-based silica, which is the mineral that helps collagen production. It helps healthy hair, healthy skin, healthy nails. It's just a really, really great product. It's something that my kids all drink every day. And then we have the Body line, which is our partnership with Chris and Heidi Powell. And if you've ever watched that 2-hour show, and you see a couple who has a heart for transforming people. And the great thing about it is, every contestant on that show has received a year's supply of the Vima Body Extreme Transformation Packs every month that they've been on it. So that's been able to help accelerate their weight loss. And if you've watched the show, you understand that their niche is that they move in with their clients, and for 90 days they get them all set up and get them trained and get their habits established, and obviously that can't scale. But when we were just launching the Body line, I was thinking, okay, I got to get on this Body Chris Powell challenge, and I hate to follow along with plans and this. I just wish that there was somebody. I'm in the shower. I wish that there was somebody that could just text me what to do and when to do it. And that idea gave way to our Body app, that is something that is innovation that no company in the weight loss space is doing. I mean, we're talking Herbalife isn't doing it, Weight Watchers isn't doing it. None of the companies are doing what we're doing. And what we're basically doing is we're allowing Chris and Heidi Powell to move in with you for free. It's a free download. So if you go to Google Play or the App Store, just search Vima Body, Vemma, and Body is Bode, or Chris Powell, and download the app. And what you're going to discover is you're going to get, for absolutely free, you're going to get Chris Powell's famous eating plan that has been proven to have somebody lose 400 pounds over 2 years. It's a carb cycling plan that is just, it's absolutely amazing. So you get to eat real food, which is what people love to hear. Every day you get a video message from Chris and Heidi telling you what to do, when to do it, and inspiration, motivation, education. Like, you know, when you hit a plateau, what do you have to do to get through a plateau? What's protein good for in your body? And then this is the best part. Every 3 hours you get a push notification saying you got to do this, you got to do this, and basically it's your trainer, it's your diet coach that, and it has recipes in there if you want to cook. But here's the cool part: is if you are out and about and you need to eat something, you got 20 different fast food restaurants. You push on one of the fast food restaurants. The app knows if you're on a high carb or a low carb day, and it'll tell you what you can order off the menu. And so that is the kind of stuff that is so cool. And you know, the Chris Pal shake, you know, it's a whey-based shake, and you know, I'm the kind of guy, and you mentioned the Body Pro line that we're going to have come out in November. We're doing a great pre-launch in November, going to be shipping it in December, getting ready for that, you know, that January business. And here's this ready to drink. You know, one thing that I learned early on is the number one product in the world is convenience. And here I am, an owner of a company, and there's days when I will look at the blender in the sink and I will say, I do not feel like washing that blender, and I will go without a shake. But you know what? If I had a shake in a can, ready to go, 11 ounces, you know, cracking 27 grams of protein, 8 net carbs, a quarter dose of Vima in it, just absolutely phenomenal taste. It's like a vanilla custard. I mean, the problem I'm going to see is that you're going to want to drink more than one, but it's just got a great mouthfeel, nice consistency. It's a meal replacement, 200 calories, and that's another thing that you don't see any companies in our space with ready-to-drink shakes. And the biggest reason is it's cost. It's just an expensive product to be able to put out, and I'm the kind of owner that cares more about winning than I do about margins. And you know, that's like with Chris Pal. Chris wanted whey protein in a shake, and I asked the manufacturer. At the time, we had it manufactured by somebody else. Since then, we've added a powder line to our 250,000 square foot, $150 million manufacturing facility, canning, bottling, the premier manufacturing facility in the whole Southwest, if maybe not even the whole country. And it was a 60% increase, 60% more expensive to go with whey over soy. And then again, I said, hey, we got to create products that get results for people, because what drives me as an owner is that I lost my mom at 62 years old to cancer, and a couple years later I lost my dad at 71 to a heart attack. And so I lost my parents to America's #1 and #2 killers. And what drives me, what keeps me going, what gets me fired up is the fact that I want to help. My passion, that I've taken all this pain and I've turned it into, is to help families avoid or delay the kind of pain that I went through. And there's so much science behind supplementation, you know, not only our clinical science, but just science in general. And so that's why I pick, you know, the wellness space. And so, you know, I'm looking at this, the 2 of our 3 brands are really geared to the baby boomers. You know, the Vima brand for the antioxidant, anti-aging, the Body for the weight loss. And those 76 million baby boomers, you know, that every day 10,000 of them turn 50 and they are not happy about it. They want to look 40 and they want to feel 30. And so we've got great products for them. And then, you know, Vima's that rare company that gives an entrepreneur really 2 bites at the apple, where we're able to appeal to the baby boomers, but we're also able to appeal to the millennials, these 80 million young people that are the future of business, that they say within 2 years are going to begin outspending the baby boomers for the first time in history. And we've got this brand called Verve that, and again, I'm in the shower, and I had read an article on energy drinks. At the time it was a $5 billion industry. Now it's $12 billion, planning on going to $21 billion domestically over the next 3 years. Just huge growth potential there. The number 2 question that people ask their doctors is, how do I get more energy? You know, because life is coming at you faster. There's more to do with less time to do it in. How do I get more energy? And if you're looking for energy, let's get healthy energy. And you know, one of the things that we did is we did 2 clinical studies on our Verve product. And you know what's funny with the Vima formula, we did 2 clinical studies and we discovered that you drink 2 ounces of Vima within an hour your antioxidant level in your blood goes up by 18%. With taking 2 ounces a day for 30 days, significant reduction in the C-reactive protein in your body, and significant boost in interleukin, which is your immune system. And you're raising the antioxidant level in your blood. And then we did the same studies on Verve. And we found that it didn't raise it up by 18% after 1 can of Verve, it raised it up by 60%. And the theory is because of the metabolism enhancing, the energy producing ingredients in there, it helps the uptake of the nutrition. After 6 hours, it went back down to the 18%. But it's just an amazing, with 1 can of Verve a day for 30 days, 24%, almost a quarter of your inflammation getting knocked off your C-reactive protein, and then a huge boost in your immune system again. And so just these great products that allow young people here, young people don't really care about that clinical stuff. They care about, does it taste good? Hey, I like the idea, but can I make money at it? And the way that social media has connected this planet is unlike anything we've ever seen in the history of time. And all of a sudden, here we come onto the scene with this seamless global marketplace. We're in 50 countries, soon to be opening up a few more countries, and just able to help people connect and connect with a purpose and be able to talk about health. And every time I look at a person, the average person, experts say, has 15 conversations a day. That's over 5,000 conversations a year. And you got to stop and ask yourself, how many of those conversations are about health? How many of those health challenges? How many of those conversations are about weight challenges? How many of those conversations are about energy? How many of those conversations are about money issues? And to be able to weave this Vima opportunity and products in through those conversations is what we're in the business of having conversations and conversations with a purpose. And so, those are our three brands. We got the Vima brand, we got the Body brand, and we've got the Verve brand. And one of the things for Verve and Body that we have is this: we have the exclusive arrangement with a company called Ditto Talk, and where every networker wants instant duplication, exact presentation. The close ratio is like 75% on these presentations, like 10 minutes, 12 minutes in front of a computer. And the big aha with the Body is, hey, you're able to save money, save calories, and get healthier and get skinnier by just purchasing a transformation pack or extreme transformation pack. And it's absolutely incredible how the duplication works. But you guys can learn more about that later. But we've won 137 branding awards in just the last 3 years for how we present these products. Because the one thing that I understand as a networker, because when I was 7 years old, my parents got involved in Amway. I'm the owner that was raised as a distributor. I mean, that's the way I think. That's the way I operate. That's how I make my decisions, is as you guys would. And I had great parents that used to pay me to read motivational books and give them a book report, and I'd get $10, and I thought this was easy money. And so, when you're looking at Vima as a company, we're first and foremost a wellness company. That's the core mission that we have. And if you're looking for long-term residual income, which I think is the dream of every networker, is you take a look at our product mix, and this is what we've learned by being in, having one of our brands be focused around weight loss. Is two things happen when a person goes on a weight loss program: is they lose the weight and they get off the program, or they don't lose the weight and they get off the program. And so we've got this great mix of products that sort of fills in and captures volume. Instead of it becoming zero, it becomes a different product that they're purchasing. And we're excited about this Body Pro line, because once we get people transformed with the Body line, we get them into the Body Pro line, and all of a sudden they take these products because it's part of their supplementation. They understand the effects that they have in it, and we're able to do some really, really great things. And we've done some things, but we're just getting started. I mean, we grew by $103 million last year. We finished up at $221 million. And here we are entering our 10th year of business, and I love what Dale says. He goes, this is when you're at that $200 million mark, that's the time to get in, because as you make that move up to $1 billion, that's where the real money is made. And here's something that may be a shock to you guys: is I don't have a goal to be $1 billion company. I don't have an exit strategy. I've got kids that hopefully one day will not want to just drive forklifts when they come and visit me here at home office. They'll want to actually run this company. That is my exit strategy, is I want to build this legacy company with these brands that one day become household brands. And people think of Vima, they think of Verve, they think of Body, and they think of wellness first and foremost. And you know, it's one of those opportunities that, you know, can help bring families together. And, you know, there's so many things that take families in different directions. But, you know, it's just like I'm a parent and I have a dream that my kids, you know, would one day be in business with me. I'm sure there's a lot of parents out there that have young people that they'd love to have in business with them. And you know, that's the great thing about Verve, is it just resonates with these young people. They drink these energy drinks, and you know, they really have little to no nutritional value whatsoever. And all of a sudden, you know, they say, hey, I can drink a healthy energy drink and I can make money by being able to promote it and sell it to my friends. And it's that simple little light bulb moment that they have that introduces them to this movement we have called YPR, Young Professional Revolution, where these young people, you know, they're not only getting the opportunity to earn a nice part-time income, but they get the opportunity to build a skill set, to increase their confidence level, to be the leaders of the future, the entrepreneurs. You know, the backbone of this country's economy is all about small business. And that's essentially what we're teaching these young people to do. And it's just great when families are you know, going to events together, they're setting goals together, they're having meetings together, they're working together. It's just a really great thing, and that's happening for so many of our leaders. And you know, like I started this thing off, is you know, our big discussion, or our big announcement that's going to be coming out in January, is that we're going to be, you know, we're looking at a couple international markets to be able to move into, but the big market that we're excited about is the market of China, and to be able to open that up for our affiliates all over the world. And you know, it's like a $13 million investment for us to be able to make that opportunity available to our affiliates. But that's the kind of commitment. You know, why do I have this 250,000 square foot manufacturing facility? Why do I have a chief science officer that got his MD in cardiology in China and his PhD in genetic obesity and from LSU, and you know, controls every aspect of the quality of this product, from when the raw materials come in and they're tested to when it arrives on your doorstep? And it's because I play the long game. I'm a long-term thinker. You know, typical owners will take the money and they'll buy stuff. And what I do is I just continue to reinvest it into the future, because that is when you're building a legacy, you gotta keep investing into the future. And that's what we're all about. And I just got back about an hour ago from touring our new powder line, where we'll actually be making our own shakes at our manufacturing plant in Tempe, Arizona. And our home office is in Tempe, Arizona, that about 5 minutes from the airport. So, you know, if any of you folks want to come and do your due diligence, and, you know, Dale, I'd like you to be able to share a little bit about what you experienced when you walked through this home office. You know, we invested over $3 million just on the interior of this building, because we know that wow effect. We want a person to understand when they walk in here that, hey, we are a company that is built to last. We are a company that is serious about what we do. We like to enjoy ourselves. Yes, we have a great fun culture, but man, when it gets down to it, we are serious about success. We're serious about what we do. And you know, if you see what I see in this business, if you make a decision to partner up with us, this is the commitment I made to Dale. It's the same commitment I'll make to you folks, is I will work hard every day to make this the best financial decision of your life. And you can build an opportunity where you don't have to go and build it again, you know, because I'm a lifer. This is what I do. I'm excited. I don't want to go public. I don't want to sell out. I don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. I want to build something that I can leave to my kids. And hopefully you're that same kind of mentality, where you want to build something that you can leave to your kids, and this is if that's you, this is the opportunity for you. So with that, Dale, I'll turn it back over to you, man. I appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing you this weekend, and have a great rest of the call.